What is good with y'all, man? So today we're going to be going over what are the best abilities to use for running the ball. What is going to help you guys run the ball? I'm going to give you a little bit of some offensive line abilities, and I'll give you a few running back abilities. We're just going to talk about abilities. We're not going to talk about what do you really need overall to run the ball. We're just going to go over some abilities, right? So first, for the offensive line, there's not that many, right? Number one is definitely post-ups. So basically how post-ups work are, usually I would recommend putting one on the left guard, one on the right guard. If you don't have the AP for that, then just put one on the center, set it up like that. And basically what they do is when the guy that has the post up engages in a double team. So for instance, it's really nice to have these against guys that like to run inside stuff. So basically it'll kind of just cancel that inside stuff out, but the post up has to be engaged in a double team, whoever they're going against. It's basically an automatic block, really. So that's why I say put on the left guard and the right guard, those interior guys, so you can kind of double team those guys right there. Post-ups is very good. They also do help with the pass block too. So yeah, post-ups I think are definitely number one. The next one is nasty streak, but the thing with nasty streak is I think only 90 overall offensive linemen can get it at the moment. So you need a 90 overall lineman. Not that many of those guys in the game right now. And I would definitely recommend putting this one on either the guards or the tackles. I wouldn't really say you need to put it on the center. It really depends what kind of runs you got. If you're running stretches, then maybe put it on the tackles. If you're running powers, if you're running dives, then maybe you want to put it on the guards. You see what I'm saying? So something like that for the nasty streaks. But offensive line wise, those are really the only abilities that I would say you need for running the ball. Besides that, identifier would really help. If you could get identifier so you could see who your opponent is using. But once again, you need an 90 overall offensive lineman to get that. You can't get it on QBs at the moment. Field general QBs can get it. I know Daniel Jones can get it. I have it on him. Tom Brady, guys, higher overall field general guys can get it. So if you got a guy like that, maybe go ahead and throw an identifier on one of your QBs. But if you have a lineman that can already get it, then I would definitely go ahead and throw an identifier on too, because it will help see who your opponent's using. And maybe the last one I'll throw in there, puller elite. So basically how puller elite works, any run, so let's say you're running like a strong power. There's this run in pistol ace, it's called like strong power. Basically it's kind of like a power to the right, all the linemen kind of flow to the right, and they're all pulling right, so they'll all get really good blocking on that. I wouldn't say you really need this ability. I'm just kind of throwing it out there. Maybe if you do those kind of runs, if you got the AP, once again, it's something that I would put on the left guard and the right guard, but I don't really think you need it. So those are the abilities I would recommend for the offensive lineman. So next up, we're gonna look through. It's only really one I would say for the tight end, and I don't even know if they get it at the moment. If you can, so all right, so Kyle Pitts actually doesn't even get it, but I was just gonna say if you get a post up on your tight end, but something that you can actually do right now, if you have Larry Csonka, if you could somehow get your hands on the full Larry Csonka, what you could do is you could put Larry Csonka at tight end, and so he can get it. Okay, so if you get the full Larry Csonka, he'll get that third ability slot, and you can actually put post up on him. So if you want, like I said, Larry Csonka's not cheap. Get the full Csonka, his third ability slot, he will get post up. Maybe throw a post up on him, throw him at tight end. You have to throw him at tight end though. Don't just put post up and leave him at fullback. You would have to sub him in at tight end, and it would actually be pretty nice because his blocking is actually really good. So that's another idea you could do if you want to get a, because basically the point of it was, put a post up on one of your tight ends, but most tight ends don't really get it right now. But Csonka, the guy can run. The guy, he blocks better than some of the goddamn linemen. So you know what I mean. He wouldn't be bad. Receiver wise, for abilities that you could do, you would need a physical receiver for this ability. I don't know if it's going to show up for any of these guys. Yeah, it's not. Basically it is honorary lineman. None of my receivers get it, so I can't really show it to you guys. Physical receivers get it, the bigger receivers. I'm surprised AJ Brown, I guess I would have thought AJ Brown would have been a physical receiver, but honorary lineman, I think it's like 2 AP. It's better blocking for the wide receivers when they're blocking against DBs. Like I said, I think it's 2 AP. It's not a bad ability either. Last year I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I've seen some people using it a little bit this year, so I don't see why it wouldn't be too bad. It's not like if you're running the ball already, then you're probably already trying to use up as much AP as possible, because there's not a whole lot to use it on. So if you got the AP, give it a try, you know what I mean? And the last one for running backs, really the thing with the I gotta go to specials because my actual running back is Christian McCaffrey. It's not actually Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders got benched for fumbling the fucking ball and losing me too many games. So really, I would recommend for your running back, I'm not a big fan of the evasives, the jukebox, the spin cycles. Not a very big fan of all those abilities. I don't think they're all that. I would recommend either putting on bulldozer, arm bar. Those abilities are pretty good this year. Stiff arms are very, very, very good. And really, that's about it. Obviously, later in the year, I would definitely say tanked. I think that's a very good ability. But besides that, I've never been the biggest fan of putting abilities actually on my running back. Bulldozer, armbar, that's about it. That's really all about you can get right now, and obviously you need a power back for that. If you got like an elusive type back or something like that, I just don't think there's any really good abilities to put on him besides maybe running back apprentice, but we're talking about running the ball here, so that would be kind of pointless. So actually, you know what? I actually might throw in a matchup nightmare for Christian McCaffrey. That's not a bad idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Yeah, that's kind of nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it though. Those two abilities, arm bars, bulldozer, that's pretty much all the abilities. You know, like I said, there's not a whole lot of abilities to even put on right now. Obviously, later in the year, once we get higher overall guys, I'll be able to give you guys more abilities. But at the moment, there's just not a lot to use right now. So hopefully, this can actually help some of you guys running the ball. I used to be a runner myself. The issue with me, and I kind of had to stop, is because my scheme was based off, you know, being able to truck and stuff like that, and I feel like trucking is just kind of really ass in this game, and I kind of had to scrap all that. But I used to go pretty crazy back when I was able to do that, so I definitely understand how to run the ball. I know what works with it. I know, you know, what you need. If you guys need me to do a video on what players to look for running the ball, you know, what might fit your scheme, I can do a video on that. Just let me know, comment down below. But that's pretty much gonna do it though, boys. Like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, drop me a follow over on Twitch. The link is in the description. Go ahead, drop me a follow. Play Madden every night. We stream it every night. Don't want to miss it. But till then, your boy is out.